Okay, now we're looking at the general equation of a straight line. Now we have a rule here for the general equation of a straight line. So can you make sure that we use the rule? If you get it in this rule, you will never make a mistake. And the rule says y equals mx plus c. That's known as the gradient form. M is, of course, the gradient, and it's always the one in front of the x. And C is the y-intercept. So I'll just call it the y-intercept for short, like this. Example 1 says find the gradient and y-intercept of the graph of y equals 5x minus x. Remember, m is the one in front of the x. So the gradient here equals 5. And c is the other number by itself. And it has to be y equals. So c here equals negative 8. Example 2, sketch the graph of y equals 2x minus 3. Well, use the gradient and the y-intercept. The gradient here being 2 and the y-intercept c being negative 3. I'm going to try and do this freehand. Hopefully I'll draw it straight. So when we do this, let me just draw these axes up and then we'll go from there. So negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Better label my axes. Y. This is 1. Keep them consistent, please. Don't make one small and one big. 3. This is my x-axis, and I'm just going to label it negative 1 there, and that's all. When we sketch these type of graphs, the first thing you should do, and I'm going to do it in a different colour hopefully, is mark in the y-intercept. So there is the y-intercept there. And now, starting at the y-intercept, you use the gradient. Now, this gradient is 2 over 1. The 1's not there. So what we do is, because it's a positive gradient, it's not shown there, but it is a positive gradient. Starting at the y-intercept, we go up, being positive, 2 units, so there we go. And now across 1, because of the denominator being 1. So that's our graph there. And we're going to draw a straight line through there. Okay. The next one says sketch the graph of y equals 3y plus 12x equals 9. Now let's get rid of the 12x because we want it in the form y equals mx plus c. Because if we get it in that form, it's easier to do. So I'll get rid of the plus 12x. And the way to get rid of that, of course, is to subtract the 12x on both sides. That's cancelled here, and we've got 3y equals 9 minus 12x. And of course, divide by 3. You've got to divide everything by 3. So make sure that you do that. 3 is cancelled here, and we get y equals 3 minus 4x. So there's my gradient, negative 4, and my y-intercept is the 3. So let me quickly draw a graph here because it does say to sketch it. Again, I'll try and do the best I can. I've got to go 3. So this time I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll go 1, 2, that's my x, negative 1, negative 2, negative 1 here. Again, I'll change the colours. Mark in your y-intercept, which is positive 3, that's right there. And this time the gradient is negative 4 divided by 1. So we're going to go down 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and across 1. And you get your rule. And remember, I'm doing this freehand, and you draw your line. The next one is your calculator steps. You are able to do this on your calculator steps. Please follow it from there. And I'm asking you a question here. When are 2 lines parallel? How do you know 2 lines are parallel? Let me just draw 2 lines here for you. Remember, I'm drawing it freehand, but parallel lines have the same gradient. Just remember that, have the same gradient. That's how we know that 2 lines are parallel. And that is exercise 2B questions.